long distance stream.
So let's walk through the setup process together. We're going to go to 192.168.1 in a browser, and we will set up the first router according to its instructions. On the second router, you're going to go to the same place and log in to it, but then go to network and then network mode. We're looking for WDS. When you click on that, it's going to take the time to pull up other routers. Be patient. That's not a fast process. I'm going to connect it to my original Slate router, and I'm going to do so to the 2.4 gigahertz side because it's longer distance. Put in the password, and we can be done. Let's go back over to the original one. Click on Clients, and now I can see I have my second Slate as one of my clients, and it has changed the IP address to 178 at the end. When I log back into the second one, so that the next time I want to log into that router, I go to that address. Password stays the same. Now I can go over to Nearstream, and I can set up my cameras. So I'm going to connect one to each of these routers. The second one is acting in repeater mode. So we'll connect the original router to one of my cameras. We'll connect the repeater router to the other of my cameras. And now that each of them are connected to their own router, I'm going to put my iPad back on the original router network, that is the 74F here, because it's the one that's connected directly to internet, and that's the route I want to take. If I'm set up close enough, I'll go ahead and Ethernet it into my iPad, but this is an acceptable solution too. Each on its own router. I can see both of them. I can connect to both of them, even though I'm only connected to the one that ends in 74F. And now I have everything in the Nearstream app. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see how each of these pieces are positioned next to each other. Physical turn of that camera to move it sideways there. But you can see that I have my iPad to the left, and then I have the Slate connected to a battery next to it. I have my hotspot there moving toward the right, and then I have the camera on the right-hand side. For the other setup that I'm using, this mock-up in my office, I have the camera to the left and then the second Slate and its battery to the right. We're going to see how far we can stretch this connection. I've got one of my Slate AXT 1800 travel routers mounted here, connected to my hotspot there. I've got 4 bars of service. Streaming won't be a problem. It's battery powered because I've got a battery bank connected to the Slate there. We're going to take the other one, right about there, and see if we can get a video signal from here to there with any kind of reliability. With the other Slate AXT travel router, I'm going to use 2 Nearstream VM33 cameras because it's time to see if we can get an over-the-shoulder from center field shot between the pitcher and the batter. Its depth goes for this one that has the sky in the background. I'm going to make an image adjustment with taking auto exposure. Nope, not auto exposure. With taking auto white balance off. That way it won't flash with those clouds as they move. All right, so let's go test this this distance, right? Now at some point I'm going to want to zoom this side view so I can just talk to you, right? So far what I've got is a screen grab recording happening, and I'm also recording the shots. Right now I'm recording this side view as I walk out to the pitcher's mound. Okay. Now it's not adjusted so that I can zoom a whole lot and stay in frame. That's the one downfall of the VM33 software. I have to physically move the camera in order to change the overall view that I'm looking at. So although this is a great shot here to there, if I were to punch in just a little bit, I might could do even a little bit better, but I'll probably lose the batter if I do that. Yeah, so what I'll do then is I'll come over here where I have zoomed into so that I can talk to you. Now the camera is actually at the first base dugout. So let's zoom back out so you can kind of get an idea of the distance that I'm asking this camera to record in. There we go. I missed the slider. It's a little bit sunny out here, so unless I turn around and put myself in as a shadow, I don't get everything. All right, so that's our overall view, and then I'll push in 5 or 6 or 7 clicks there. A little bit breezy today. I'm using a microphone with a wind muff. It's also a Nearstream microphone, Neurom. You know them on Amazon as Nearstream. Really good microphone. They sent it to me. I had said I was through reviewing any more microphones this year, but they sent it to me anyway, and really kind of glad they did. All right, so we're punched in to 10 clicks, and I'm talking to the camera that is over there at the first base dugout. I am a little off center, but about halfway between home and first. All right, so let's start dealing with the camera that is in center field. Let's close this. In our software, we'll punch to over there. Now that is, it's magnetically mounted to a fence, and it is breezy, so it's moving, and I apologize for that. However, I think we can kind of get the idea. As of now, we're punched into 19 clicks. Let me go ahead and zoom all the way out, and we'll start again. That would be much better mounted on a tripod back there, but it's coming over that wall, and I've got it mounted up close to the wall. I didn't even get a chance to frame it up left to right, so it's actually horizontal. So your horizon is level, which I tell people to do that all the time, and I didn't.